Hello and welcome back to Music Wars. I've got another one today that I think everyone would be interested in. Uh, Most of the questions I've been getting have to do with the new movie, Epic. So today we are going to hear what Baz Luhrman has to say. This premiered the screening in Australia 2 days ago, 2 nights ago. So three nights ago by the time this is aired. Um, so let's see what they have to say. This is all going to be an interview with him that happened just 2 days ago. So my name's Steve, by the way. Welcome to Music Wars. If you haven't been here before, if you're a regular, welcome back. I appreciate you being back with me. And we're going to jump right into this. This is going to be pretty much all interview from, I think it's the Today Show in Australia. So without any further ado, here we go.
Elvis never had.
That's right.
Baz Luhrmann is bringing the king of rock and roll to cinemas around the globe in a new film, Epic, Elvis Presley in concert.
There's been a lot written and a lot said, but never from my side of the story.
The movie features unseen and unused footage, remastered and reimagined. It's Elvis, in his own words, taking audiences back to the golden era of the 70s. And Baz Luhrmann joins us on the couch. Thank you for coming in. Well, we love having you. This feels like maybe the most up-close insight into Elvis that we have ever seen. How on earth did you find this footage?
Well, I mean, I was making Elvis the movie. I'll do it real quick. Making Elvis the movie, heard rumours of, mythical lost reels, had the money to send a guy actually into the salt mines in Kansas City. So you go down, and that's where they keep all the MGM footage. He goes, a bit like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Opens it, 69 reels of never before seen footage, 35 mil of him in Vegas, 16 mil of him touring, and 8 mil never before seen. Worked with Peter Jackson and his amazing team in New Zealand to bring it back to a quality you can't quite believe. I mean, last night at the screening here in Sydney, literally people were dancing and all that. And I didn't even expect the reaction. It's like, the other thing is we found a tape of him speaking about his life, so we got out of the way. He just sings and tells his story, and I think the biggest reaction, apart from kind of the music and the thing you might expect, the energy, is the intimacy.
Yeah, and he's obviously a charismatic dude, but so funny as well. We were both laughing our heads off at some of the comments. Absolutely love it. You say it's not a documentary, it's not a concert film either. How would you sum it up?
Look, when we found so much material and it's so expensive to bring it back, I didn't want to reheat the other documentaries and stuff. And I just thought, look, I think it's like a dreamscape where Elvis comes to you and he, as he says, the very first line he says, there's been a lot said, but never from my side of the story. And he just tells you about his life. And I'm surprised, even last night, people come up like shaking and a lot of tears, actually. Just the sense of the great gift, his humanity, his empathy, but also a sadness. No one's ever been built to be that famous, and it's lonely.
He was funny, he's cheeky, he's playful.
Bit goofy.
Yeah, you
Kisses his audience a lot too.
Great.
Well, they kiss him a bit.
Yes, a lot.
I mean, just a two-way street.
Exactly. But he, what surprised you, I think, when you were making it and going through it and all these hours of this film?
So much more than we could possibly put into this. The biggest surprise, I think, the goofiness is very interesting because I met this guy, in Elvis the film, you see him with all those young kids. I met that as an older man. And he said, we lived in a poor area, but Elvis was from East Tupelo. His father went to the worst jail he was so ashamed inside, and it made him so vulnerable, so shy, and yet he grows into this, one of the most beautiful people on the planet with his unbelievable gifts. So I think he was just so both insecure, but on stage, he's like your best friend. It's like you're in a lounge room with him. And what really surprised me is his empathy and kindness. He really is empathetic. That song, Walk a Mile in My Shoes, you know? His feeling, he never expressed himself that well in words, but he always said what he really felt in song.
It was so lovely that you included his parents as well and his mum, who he dearly loved, and he speaks about that as well. He also speaks about the idea and wanting to tour internationally.
Look, you said it up front. This is the world. We are doing the world tour Elvis dreamed of but never had. And by the way, he dreamed of coming to Australia, and the Colonel went, well, I can't have him do that. So they sent his gold Cadillac here, and there were more people lining up for the gold Cadillac. It was probably a copy, but there were more people than I think the Royal Tour. Like, that's how beloved he is in Australia.
Yeah. Is there more of Elvis in you after?
I mean, I do, you know what I mean? I thought after the first movie, I thought, oh, you know, like, I'm never going to do Elvis again. But I'm now at peace with the idea that he's probably never going to be out of my life. And that's not a bad thing, but I want to train someone younger to take on all that other amazing footage. And there's so much more, but I had to do something that could be, that was focused on just the inner Elvis, the person, you know, the humanity of him, yeah.
You love Elvis now, but I think he would have loved you too. He would have loved your creativity and collaboration and the idea of your storytelling. I kind of get that sense in the way that you told his story too.
Well, I don't know about, I think maybe, because the one thing about him was he was always working with innovative creatives, and a certain rhymes with Colonel Tom Marker, right? Won't name him, but the Colonel always was keeping away from innovative creatives.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, he was going to be in Star is Born with Barbra Streisand. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Lieber and Stoll, he was always trying to keep him away because he was worried about the influence. And once Elvis got with creatives, like on the Comeback Special or on this show, that's the real Elvis. I mean, he never had a stylist, you know. And you'll see in this how he orchestrates the music just by singing the lines. Like, you know, he was a full package.
That's one, just jumping in really quickly, that's one thing about this that I didn't realise, that some of the performances you see are the first time they've ever been performed. Hunka Hunka Burning Love. He gets up there and goes, hey, bear with us, you know, we might goof this one up, but just let's do it. And he starts, Hunka Hunka Burn, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's the first time they've ever heard that with their own ears.
1000%. And like, that is actually the thing. Do you know what? They never knew what he was going to do on stage, the band. And Ronnie Tutt's there, like, and like he might turn around and go, let's do Bridge. And so he'll take a Simon and Garfunkel folk song and turn it into this unbelievable kind of powerful gospel piece. The gospel section, actually, to me, is really touching, because that's when he talks about where his heart and soul comes from.
It is like nothing you have seen. You have got to see it because it's really, really unique and special. But let's talk about you as well. It is the 25th anniversary.
Yes, and it's, you know what?
Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, well, you know, it's also the 30th anniversary of Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I'm moving to that, you know, you should have been off. You know, what are you still doing here? Part of my life. But I'll tell you something, really bit of a scoop.
Yeah.
The 25th anniversary of Moulin Rouge, in celebration, tomorrow, for Sydney-siders, there is going to be a spectacular announcement. I can't do it right now. I'm under NDA. Spectacular announcement for Sydney-siders for the 25th anniversary of Moulin Rouge tomorrow.
Are we going to get to see it in the way it's meant to be seen?
Oh, I can't talk about it. It may not be the...
Oh, okay.
Sydney. Okay, I think the key was Sydney.
Just quickly too, Jess and I, our first ever date, we went to the cinema and we saw Romeo and Juliet, and it still has a special moment for us when we watch that now again. Thank you so much for coming in. It's been such a special moment for us.
Thank you. Yeah, very special. Baz Luhrman there. Epic Elvis Presley in concert opens in cinemas on February 19. Tickets are on sale.
Elvis.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. Great information on the movie from the person who's done the movie. I found it very, very interesting. He mentioned Walk a Mile in My Shoes. I think that'll be tomorrow's. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and join the Music Wars family. And I'd like to say a special hello to our fans in Australia. it's unbelievable. I'll have to put a screenshot one day on here of where all our subscribers come from, because it just floors me. So many countries around the world that watch this particular channel and appreciate what we're doing, and I hear from them all the time also. I just think it's spectacular. So it's not just us Americans sitting here watching this. It's people from all over the globe. And I'm very thankful for that. Until tomorrow, so long from Music Wars.